Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm making the cottagecore corset A-line dress. For this, I'm taking the poplin cotton as a main fabric and the rayon fabric as a lining. I preferred cotton because it's very thick and sturdy, and the rayon because it's very soft and comfortable. I have marked the pattern on the mannequin all around, and I'm going to cut according to the marked pattern. And I'm using the rayon lining to cut the pattern. So I have marked the pattern on the fabric, and I'm taking 1 centimeter seam allowance for sewing. And then I'll cut the fabric. The first piece is ready, and similarly I'm cutting all the pieces. And here I'm cutting the side piece. And here I'm cutting the side back piece. And then I'm cutting the back piece. So this is how it looks. And I'm going to replicate the side 2 pieces on the other side. So I'm cutting 2 side pieces for the left side on the lining fabric. I am leaving the extra fabric for the side because I'm going to sew the zipper there. Now I'm transferring the pattern onto the paper for future use. And now cut the pattern on the poplin cotton fabric. And for the skirt, place the pattern on the fabric, cotton poplin fabric, and mark the center of the pattern. So that it's easy for you to draw the lines. Mark the center line all along the desired length of the skirt. And then draw the side cross line from one side of the pattern, and then measure the line from the center to that side line. So I'm getting 10.5 inches. I'm replicating that same measurement to the other side to join the cross line to the other side. And our skirt pattern is ready. Similarly, I'm cutting the other skirt pieces in similar way, so that we have 3 pieces, 3 front pieces and 3 back pieces. I have cut including the lining pieces. So these are the front pieces, and I've also cut for the back part. So here I have cut the stripes to make the stripes for back loops using a bias tape make tooler. So pull the fabric and iron it so that it's ready for you to sew. And here sew it to make the strips. And here I'm cutting the strips into equal parts, each 88 on the each side, so total 16 strips. Now I'm using these 16 stripes to make the loops for the back. Pin the stripes for the back piece to make the loops. So I have sewn all the pieces. And now attach the side pieces to the main back center. And neatly iron press it for the neat finish. join the front pieces and lining also, and iron press the seams. And now let's mark the pattern for the bust area and mark the shape of the bust on a fabric, a flat, and then take 2 cm seam allowance before cutting. So I'm marking the line for 2 cm extra before cutting the seam allowance. So cut the extra fabric. So now we have the pattern, and I'm transferring this pattern to the paper. So I'm using this paper for cutting the pattern by cut and spread method on the main fabric. So I'm cutting the paper to 3 pieces so that I get a good amount of fabric to gather. So I'm pinning this paper to the lining fabric and cutting it. I'm marking this paper as 1, 2, 3, so it's easier while cutting. So this way I have cut both the lining and the main fabric. I'm placing 3 cm apart between the 3 pieces. If you want, you can take extra. So now that I have cut both lining and the cotton fabric, so I'm sewing on the top. So now both the pieces are ready. I sewed on the top, and now turn it over and give a neat iron press for this. Now that our bust pieces is ready, so let's make a stripes to tie for that. So I'm marking the channel for the stripes. So place the stripe on the top and then mark, and on the down sew a loose stitch to form a gather. Now I'm sewing the channel for the stripes. So our channels are ready. Now I'm inserting the stripes into the channels using a pin. Now on the down I have sewn a loose stitch. Grab one thread and pull it over to form a gather. Do it on both bust pieces. Make sure that you gather just on the middle part. Don't take it on the left or the right. Now I am attaching these bust pieces to the cotton fabric. So this is how it looks after joining that. So on the behind, I am attaching the lining piece. Pin it using this fabric pins and sew all along and flip it over. After that, neatly seam press it. And trim the curves wherever required for the loose stitch. Now join the front and the back pieces at the right side. Join the lining piece and the fabric, cotton fabric. Okay. Now let's sew the shoulder pieces, shoulder stripes. So I have cut the shoulder stripes for about 1.5 inches width and 11 inches long. So I've sewn the stripe pieces and turning it around using a loop turner. Then neatly iron press those stripes for the neat finish. Now attach the stripes on the back of the top. And now flip it over and then neatly iron press the seams. And then sew the other side of the stripes to the front near the bust area according to your shoulder length. So now for the corset, I'm using this plastic boning to make the channels for the front and the back. I'm marking the channels . So now I'm sewing the marked boning channels . And for the boning, I have cut the boning, plastic boning, and I'm burning so that there won't be any sharp edges. And now I am inserting the boning channels, leaving 1 cm at the bottom for sewing the skirt. And now I am joining all the skirt pieces. This is a back skirt pieces, the lining pieces separately and the cotton fabric separately. I'm joining all the pieces together. So for the front skirt piece, sew the one side and the other side, leave the halfway through where you want to make a slit. And do the same thing on the lining. And now our front skirt is ready. I am cutting the shape of the top on the skirt. Mark it and then cut it. Now our front and the back skirt is ready. Let's join them together. I'm joining the lining and the cotton fabric. So our skirt piece is ready and neatly iron press it. And now I'm attaching the skirt to the top. So I have attached the top to the skirt and our dress is ready. Finally, sew the bottom seams up. And then lastly attach the zipper. And your dress is ready.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more such videos and hit the bell icon.